Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm gonna be changing the carburetor on my snowblower. The snowblower has been sitting for about 2 years now. I have not touched it, and I forgot to empty out the fuel, so the carburetor is all clogged up. And I'm not gonna take it out, clean it out because it's probably not gonna function the way it's supposed to function. So I went ahead and spent about 20 bucks, bought a new carburetor, came with some new parts, new fuel filter and pump action and seals and all that stuff. So I'm gonna change the carburetor, which is gonna be a lot faster and quicker than just taking the carburetor out, cleaning it and putting it back together. So I already took out the screws. There was one here, there was one there, there's one here, back here, and yeah, there's 4 screws. I forgot what the fourth one was. There's one there. Oh, then there's two of them were there. So this is a Cub Cadet snowblower. So if you own one of these, it's a super simple. This is a two-stage snowblower, so it's very powerful. It functions great when I had to use it. So let's get ready. Let's change this carburetor. It should be a quick video. Stay tuned. All right, so let's remove this cover right here. Let's see what we have. I'm gonna move this out of the way. So carburetor is right here, below all this stuff. So I gotta take out a few more things. I gotta take out this cover to get to the carburetor, because the fuel is coming from here. There's a line right there coming into here, and this is where the carburetor is. So it has two, I believe, number 10. I'm gonna take up this cover too, just to open up some room. This is the exhaust system, so I'm gonna take this off too, just to open up some space. All right, so this is not the carburetor. This is actually where the air intake is. So I was mistaken, but we still have to take it off anyways. So we're gonna push this bleeder out too, because I need to change the bleeder. So I'm actually gonna push the primer out too. So this is the primer. This is where the primer is. So I'm gonna push that out too, because we need to put the new primer in. A lot of force gets the primer out. This is pretty old and seems like something's been leaking on it, so whatever. There are 2 screws down here. And these are number 10 or 10 millimeter screws. Do not lose your nuts. We're gonna have to take all these handles off as well, because nothing's gonna come out if we don't take these handles off, apparently. All right, I got it out. The issue was the electric connection right there was holding up this end of the piece that goes to the other side. So, yeah, so that's out. That was a waste of 20 minutes. All right, so now we have access to the carburetor. The carburetor is not that hard to replace, at least it shouldn't be. So we got one seal here. This comes out. Let's try to keep everything together so I don't have to go back and reinvent the wheel, as they say. You have a spring here. You also have a little level here that should slide out like so. Yes, those are the only things. Oh, and of course the fuel line. Duh. Now, the fuel in this should be empty. I shouldn't have any fuel in it. So, actually, I'm gonna take this off. So, it shouldn't spill any fuel because there shouldn't be any fuel in it anyways. Give it a little play like so. All right. Whew. Well, that was about 20 minutes just to take out a freaking carburetor. That was terrible. I'm also gonna inspect these fuel lines, make sure I didn't really fully damage them. They're fine. They're okay. Good thing there's no fuel pump with these things, right? Yeah, these fuel lines are okay. They're not heavily damaged. Although this gasket is, I need to take this one out. There we go. So we're gonna put the new carburetor in. Let's put the fuel line in first. Don't forget to put the clips back, guys. Then we're gonna put these go. Don't forget the spring. Put the spring in. We're going to push this back. All right. So now we need to put the second gasket in, which was this one. That goes in. Then we have this guy go in. And then we have this guy go in. Sit this way. Can't tell which way it's supposed to go. Maybe it's this way. That's air, so we're okay. All right, everything is in. Wait, no, I put this in wrong. So this is supposed to go in this hole right there, but guess what? This doesn't fit in here because the hole's too small. If you see this, the hole, this is how it's supposed to be. And this goes in here and this sits like so. This is how it sits. Like so. Right? So this needs to go in here, but this hole is too small. So now we have to drill the stupid hole so this can fit in there. Isn't that convenient, guys? So let me get a drill bit, make that hole bigger. Let's test that out real quick, make sure. All right, that works. Now it's time to reassemble things. All right, guys, so she's all cleaned up. I'm gonna put gas in it, then we're gonna take her for a spin. This thing is bone dry. And I'm not gonna fill it up to the max because I don't need to. Here, let me should clean up this fuel. And the beauty of this is this has an electric start, so I don't have to keep pulling on this thing. All right. So it says prime 3 times. We're gonna do a little bit more because this was empty. All right, I'm gonna put this on choke. Let's take it for a run. Would you look at that? Single start, didn't even bother choking. There you have it, folks. She runs like it's brand new. Again, it took a little bit longer because I forgot about the screw on the side where the electric start goes. A few other hiccups. If you never done this, you know, it's a given to have this kind of problems to finding out how to take things apart. But for the most part, it was fairly easy. It did take longer than I expected, but you know, for the trouble, it was still worth just changing the carburetor versus cleaning and putting the old one back. Because as you saw, put the new one in and started right up without an issue, and it ran so much better than it has in the past. So let me know what you think. Leave your comments down below. I'll put the link to all the stuff that I use, which was just the carburetor basically. I'll put the link to the carburetor, link of the carburetor in the description, and don't forget to subscribe, and don't forget to hit the like button. That will help the algorithm. Peace out.